Welcome back to Rames Customs. Today, me and my buddy and editor here at Game and Chicken are going to be talking about our opinions on Black Ops 6 Zombies so far. How many hours do you think we played so far, Chicken?
I have played. I played around 6.5 hours.
So I probably got like 4.5.
You got like 3 or 4.
Well, what time is it right now?
It's
For me.
It's 3. It's 5 for you.
Okay, it's 5 for me. Yeah, so I got like 5 hours because I started playing directly at midnight. Anyway, we just wanted to give sort of like our day one review of the game because, you know, we played every single Treyarch Zombies game and we just wanted to give our feedback on what we think of the game so far, even though it's pretty new. Just so you guys wonder and maybe like holding out on the game day one, thinking about maybe buying it because your buddies are getting it or whatever. We'll just give some of our thoughts and opinions on it. So I guess I'll get started. So starting off, right off the bat, I do want to say I think it is a more solid zombies experience than Cold War. I can't say that it is as good as Black Ops 4 yet. I think it's way too early for me to say that. But so far, like I feel like the atmosphere of the game, the way the gameplay is, even though it's very similar to Cold War, I do think they made it a little stronger than Cold War in a lot of different areas. And I think they fine-tuned it, and it feels more like a zombies experience than Cold War did. Chicken, what do you think? And can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Yeah. I do like the way you said it's too early to tell. Like, say, approve anything, because there's always that like adrenaline of that first, those first couple games. Like it's all new and everything. And I'm not one to complain. I've never been one to complain about zombies. I don't care about reused assets. The only thing I do really hate is Outbreak, but still, I love zombies a lot, no matter really what it is. So, like, I do think it's a better version of Cold War. I think the research is way better than Dark Ether Crystals, and I think the way they balanced everything is much better. And I like the difficulty. The difficulty makes it more exciting.
Yeah, I gotta say I agree with you on most of that. The only difference is, I can definitely complain about zombies, and Activision in particular, as you guys know, if you guys are loyal subs of the channel. But, yeah, like, I really am enjoying the difficulty. It's actually, kind of challenging. Especially if you're not accustomed to how the gameplay is right now. It's not like Cold War, which could be like a cakewalk, I'm actually enjoying it. The new boss, the Amalgam, is freaking awesome. He freaking grabs you like the Panzer's used to on Origins, or, like I was saying, he's like Scorpion from Mortal Kombat saying, "Get over here." But, I was telling Chicken earlier, it reminded me of when I first played Origins back in the day and ran into the Panzer, and there was just like a fear factor.
Yeah, you feel chills and stuff.
Yeah. So, what do you think, Chicken, about the two maps so far? You can start with Liberty Falls.
Liberty Falls, I've only played once, and that was with you, Tony, and Neon. Now, whenever I saw it at the COD Next, I didn't have an opinion on it, because it's hard to have an opinion on something you don't personally experience. But I personally enjoyed it because it's simple, but it's actually, like, no matter how simple it is, it's still, the gameplay is still really hard. I feel like the map just doesn't make the game better, but it's also the gameplay, and the gameplay is challenging, which I find fun. A lot of people, I guess, wouldn't find that fun if they're casuals, but then again, a lot of the zombies community aren't casuals; they're hardcore zombie players. So I think they would enjoy that factor.
Yeah, I mean, so far with what we have played of Liberty Falls, I think it's really cool. I really like the aesthetics of the map. I like how you got to find the 3 codes for the vault. It's not like anything crazy, but I did enjoy doing that. I like how it's kind of streamlined, pretty simple. You know, it's a very casually friendly map as opposed to Terminus, which I'm guessing that's what they were shooting for. Actually, I'm pretty sure 100% that that's what they were shooting for. But yeah, I'm excited to play it some more and excited to see the community go deeper into it and see, you know, what the Easter eggs like. You know, but it's been really cool, and I'll get started on my thoughts on Terminus. I think Terminus is really cool. I was telling Chicken, and he said he hasn't heard anybody say it yet, but it reminds me of Firebase Z a lot, you know, which I think is the worst map in Cold War, but it gives me that vibe with a mix of Zetsubo no Shima and a little like Mob of the Dead in there as well. But I do think it's a lot better than Firebase Z. I think actually these two maps are better than every Cold War map except Mauder Toten. I think Mauder Toten is a very good Cold War map, and it stands out, and it's one thing that would actually make me want to go back to the game. Aside from that, I really don't see myself going back to Cold War. But yeah, Chicken, what are your thoughts on Terminus so far, since we play that the most? Chicken's basically, he has his game on pause to record this commentary with me right now. He's on round 40, I believe.
Yeah, like round 39 or something. But I like the aesthetic of it. I like the theme. I like how gritty it is. One thing I would have to say, I'm going back to Liberty Falls in here. I liked the Vermin. The Vermin fit Terminus so well, but they do not fit Liberty Falls. I feel like they shouldn't have put them in Liberty Falls. That was a horrible mistake, because it just doesn't fit the map. Like normal Hellhounds, normal Hellhounds would feel so good on Liberty Falls, because it feels like a Hellhound map, you know? Kind of like how town, or not, you know, like if you like, it looks like it has the aesthetic of town, but on the Terminus,
it just fits the map, is what you're saying.
Yeah, on Terminus, we're talking about Terminus. So Terminus, I love, like this is for both maps. I love the Sam Trials. I love the Armory. I said I like the theme, but along with the theme, I like how interchangeable it is. Like up top, you have this gritty, like multi-island place that was dealt with, and you could tell there's a lot of research going on and a lot of weird stuff going on there. But if you go underground, you could look at, there's like a facility, like a research lab, and you can actually see the weird stuff that has been going on. I like it, and I actually am very excited for the intel on Terminus, because all the stuff they must have done there must have been crazy. I'm a big story guy, so I think Terminus is better because of the story.
Yeah, and speaking of story, you know, how about having a set crew?
Oh yeah, I'm so excited. I already love the voice lines. The humor, I know it's Craig Houston's writing, because the humor is good.
Yeah, and I definitely don't think this crew is gonna live up to, you know, Primus or Ultimus, but you know, we'll see. We'll see how they do. We'll see if, you know.
I feel like they can live up to Victus.
Yeah, that's a good point. So we'll see. I'll give them a chance, you know. And I'm not trying to be like super highly positive about the game, you know, especially with how Activision is. And I am definitely a classic zombies guy. Black Ops 2 is my favorite zombies game. I do think Black Ops 3 is objectively the best, and I think it's hard to deny that. I also really enjoyed Black Ops 4. I thought Black Ops 4 was hands down way better than Cold War. And I do dislike how a lot of the Cold War features reappeared in here that are, in my opinion, way too casually friendly. However, I can't deny that I do think they listened a little bit more, and they tried to make it just so like some veterans of the zombies community, you know, are happy to, you know. And I don't think, Chicken was bringing it up earlier, I don't think we're ever going to go back probably to that real classic style of zombies. But what we have here, I think, caters to more of the community than Cold War did. What do you think about that, Chicken?
Yeah, I definitely appreciate how they added challenge. Like, I keep bringing up challenge, but I think that's a big part of what hardcore zombies players would like. I do like that they brought a good amount of it, and they didn't do it wrong. With Cold War, they're like, okay, it'll get harder. So we'll add super sprinters, which I'm personally not a fan of. I hate super sprinters. I don't think making the game harder. Like I haven't even reached level 50 yet, and I've died a ton of times. But what was I gonna say? Yes. Their problem was it wasn't super sprinters because you can deal with super sprinters. Like, I hate them, but they're manageable. In Cold War, their solution to difficulty was boss spam, and I hated that. B Machine, it was just the um what is it called? What was that Radiant guy called? Or
I can't even think of the name, but like,
oh my gosh,
yeah,
I remember his
cannot
name
think of
like
it.
the whole time Cold War was out and beyond, but now and I'm in Black Ops 6, I just can't remember it. But that guy named Machine, there was just one, and he spawned every like 5 rounds. It was pretty simple. It's a pretty simple map. Firebase Z, Mimics, and Manglers, there was so much Mimics, and then Mauer, there
Yeah,
was every one of them from all the old maps, and then Forsaken, it's all the bosses,
that
including
that crazy
plus
boss
one.
inflation.
And then out comes out Modern Warfare Zombies. There was a huge amount of boss spam, and they finally learned their lesson. Like Modern Warfare Zombies wasn't even planned, but I'm glad that it happened because they realized there's too much bosses. They do too much bosses.
For
So
sure.
wow, I'm glad they learned that lesson before releasing Black Ops 6. So like, okay, we'll diet it down. I mean, sure there's a lot of manglers. There's a lot of manglers on both maps, but they're manageable and it's not a lot. You can definitely deal with them. Like, the ray gun takes them out easily. I feel like some shotguns or launchers can destroy them because they have armor on. But yeah, I think it's smooth. The challenge is smooth. So I like that.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's um it reminds me more. It puts me closer to BO4 actually than Cold War. I don't know why.
Yeah, I could see that a little bit, for sure. Aesthetically, I think it looks amazing. I really think they outdid themselves with it. I think performance-wise, it runs very good on our hardware. At least we don't have the most up-to-date hardware, but we got some mid-range stuff. He has a 3060. I got a 3060 Ti. And, of course, my internet where I'm at right now, where I just recently moved, isn't the best. So that affected some of our co-op stuff. But just playing solo, with NVIDIA DLSS on, and like medium high settings, it's been a pretty smooth experience, and I think visually it looks really good as well too. If you guys were worried about that, I don't think you guys should worry. I think they optimized it a lot better than a lot of the recent CODs that have been released, and I'm glad they did it, but they really needed to do it with that 4 year development time. But yeah, I'm really excited for the future of the game. I am gonna be ranking all of the different weapon classes in this game. I'm gonna have one of those videos coming out every 3 days for you guys to watch, and that's gonna
And
be the
before
channel for a bit. Yeah, what?
before the video ends, I would like to say one thing. I am super excited for the new map because Kevin Drew kind of leaked that there will be a new map for the end of the new year. So 3 maps, or he said within like the first season. So it's either gonna be when the first season starts, or what's it called? Or in season 1 Reloaded. So that means we're gonna have 3 maps in the span of 2 months, which is really good.
Awesome.
Like, 3 maps in the span of 2 months in the release, which is so good.
Yep, awesome, and I am super excited for that as well. I think the more content, the merrier, and I am trying to be as hopeful as I can because, we need good content in this community. We got a lot of division going on right now. I'm not going to get into all that, but Custom Zombies has been carrying. We need a solid DLC season for this game to really bring the community back together and make zombies more mainstream again, and then also Hopefully,
It makes
fingers
zombies
crossed.
irrelevant
I
again.
doubt it's gonna happen, but mod tools for this game would be incredible down the line. But we'll get to that when it happens. And worst case scenario, if the game fails and underperforms, we still have custom zombies. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this. And if you want me to give my overall rating right now of the game, I'm gonna give it a solid 8.5 out of 10 when it comes to COD Zombies. What would you say, Chicken? What would you give it?
I would say, so 10 being the best, 1 being the worst zombies, I would feel like it's better than Cold War. I did not, I would say it's a good a 6. I'm not a hater on zombies, but
That
I don't
was
think
a low
6 is
score,
bad.
bud. I thought you were gonna rate it higher than me.
I don't think 6 is bad.
Do you think I
would
rated
never-
it too high? Do you think
No, I think it's a good rating.
out of
But it's
some,
just,
like,
I'm not rating it high because the game's been out for less than 24 hours.
okay, I get that. So if we're gonna split our ratings together, you gave it a 6, I gave it 8.5. So you want to give it like, we can mix that. What would you say? Will you give it like a?
That's around.
We'll run around in a 7.5 to 8 in between that.
That's
you know?
7.75. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, that's a good rating. I think you guys should check it out if you guys got the money. Honestly, I would try to get it on Xbox Game Pass or PC Game Pass. I think that's the best bet right now to save money and not give Activision all your hard-earned money for what they've been doing for the past few years. But yeah, I say check it out whenever you get the chance, especially if there's a sale going on around Christmas time. And yeah, look forward to making some content for you guys if you guys are new to the channel and want to stay tuned for Black Ops 6 content and custom zombies content. Hit that subscribe button, and we will see you in the next one.